our nationally determined contribution really embodies the way that Antigua and Barbuda is integrating adaptation and mitigation. So our nationally determined contribution has a renewable energy component. Instead of just rolling out renewable energy, we're looking at how to make these renewable energy systems resilient and to increase people's ability to deal with climate impacts. So we're looking at decentralized systems where each household can have backup energy and essential services. So police stations, if we get a hurricane, then if the grid goes down, they're able to really respond and be active and be functional throughout disasters. The island has dealt with some major hurricanes and storms in the past, and one of the climate projections is to have more intense hurricanes in the future. And so we're looking at how to roll out low emissions mitigation technology in the most resilient way possible. So one of the challenges we're facing now is to secure the funding to get a lot of the implementation on the ground. We've done, decades of studies and a lot of consultations. We recently had our legislation passed, and now we're ready for to implement the actions. And so we need to line up the financing. And Antigua and Barbuda's approach is to go to direct access for resources. So we were accredited to the Adaptation Fund in 2015, and we're seeking accreditation to the Green Climate Fund. And by getting direct access to resources and also projects through other partners, to then look at implementing these strategic initiatives so that we can reduce the emissions, but in the most resilient way possible, and really realize the benefits. And that, for us, is the transformative aspect. The Department of Environment, we're in the Ministry of Health and Environment, and the department is the national implementing entity for the climate financing for the Adaptation Fund and the Green Climate Fund. And so it's a kind of coordinating role. So we have an interagency committee that's 17 government agencies. We have NGOs on the technical committee, and we have private sector as well. So really bringing the different sectors together, consulting, prioritizing actions, and then from there securing the funding and implementing. So we have all of that aspect is kind of laid out in our national legislation, the Environmental Protection and Management Act, which brings the multilateral to the national level for implementation.